Hello! No, I did not tidy my kitchen before filming this video. I am very tired. I am pregnant, but also I got married. Ooh, let's see if we can do, is it focusing? So, I got married probably a month ago when this video comes out, and it was such a great experience. As you can see, or you can probably, I don't know if you can see it because it's a very simple wedding dress, but I'm wearing my wedding dress. And I wanted to make this video not because my wedding was this huge thing that I'm gonna talk about and all of that, because there is no wedding video, no. I'm not that kind of person. What I wanted to talk about is that my full outfit was secondhand, and I think that's really cool. I don't think a lot of people get married in secondhand outfits, full-on secondhand outfits. A lot of people obviously buy secondhand dresses because they're really expensive, but mine was $30 because it's one of those wedding dresses made by like just a regular clothing shop, you know, like clothing brands. A lot of them have like simple wedding dresses, and this is one of those kinds. So let me just show you the dress first, because obviously it's kind of exciting, isn't it? Don't mind the messy kitchen. This is a very simple wedding dress, of course. It has this like lace detail kind of stuff as the top, and then there's, what is this even called? You know, very typical wedding dress type fabric at the bottom, and it's long enough. Let me see if we can see that. Oh, nice! Oh, my random ankle socks are very nice for this purpose. I hope you can hear me well, because, you know, I don't have a microphone at the moment. Also, it has this really nice, I'm not wearing the right bra for this, just letting you know, but it has these really nice buttons in the back, so that's really nice. It's a really nice detail. And the main purpose that this dress is serving is that it's comfortable. Yes, a lot of things are happening at the same time here. It was important to me that I would be comfortable. I like these kinds of cuts. I like the sleeves to be, you know, kind of long, even though it's a short sleeve thing. I don't like stuff that cuts up here. I don't think that's very flattering because I have wide shoulders, and I also don't like cleavage or anything, so this is perfect for me. So yes, a $30 dress. Not bad if you ask me. And I'm the second person who got married in this dress. How amazing is that? And now I get to resell it to someone else who can get married in this dress. Just how cool is that? If you're not a subscriber of mine, you probably don't know that I buy all clothes secondhand, and my child's wardrobe is all made up from secondhand clothes. And it's just so cool that, you know, the clothes that he learned to walk in, some other kid might have like learned to walk in them, and they've played and had so much joy in those clothes, and now my son gets to have a lot of joy in those clothes, and hopefully most of them can be reused for this one. All right, let's move on to my headband, because I don't like doing my hair. I'm too lazy, and I obviously I didn't have anyone to do my makeup or hair because I don't wear makeup ever, so I was not gonna do it for my wedding day because that just wouldn't be me, if that makes sense. Like, why would I try to like look better on my wedding day? Because first of all, it was only gonna be my close family, and it just felt like a lot of stuff if like someone was gonna do my hair. I'm just also not that kind of person. So I was like, if I just get like a headband, like something I can put on my head to look fancy, then I don't have to, you know, like worry about that. So this thing was the most expensive part of my outfit. It's a headband with porcelain flowers, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty, and obviously it required no effort from me to just put that in my hair. I curled my hair a tiny bit, but I used my mom's like retro curling iron, so it wasn't like a full-on curled hair situation, but it was totally fine for me. So I'm very happy about this. And I don't remember, did I say the price? I think I paid $70 for this one. Also secondhand, but unused. Someone else hopefully will get to enjoy this on their wedding day. That's also why I'm finally recording this video, because then I can sell all this stuff and ship it out. Let's move on to the least exciting part of any outfit, in my opinion, shoes. I don't like shoes. I could not care less, but I obviously needed some wedding shoes, and I was really struggling to find some. Both, they had to be my size, but also because I can't walk in heels. I'm pregnant. I need to be comfortable. I still was not comfortable because the shoes ended up not being my size, and I could not be bothered to buy new ones. So I decided, like, okay, for a couple of hours I'll buy shoes that are, no, I'll wear shoes that are just a tiny bit too small. I went with these like flats. My son unfortunately got hold of it, so he threw it onto the floor and it just got scratch marks, so I'm hoping they can be removed. I don't know, with this kind of fabric. I obviously didn't do it immediately, so it might have just set, but Anyway, they're very cute. They're not my style at all, but wedding shoes, whatever, like none of these shoes are my style. If I was gonna do my style, I would have worn like Converse, white Converse with my wedding dress, but I didn't want to buy new Converse just for that because the ones I have are definitely not white enough to wear with a wedding dress, even for me, because I do care a little bit. But they're cute, you know, they're very simple. They absolutely did the job. So as I'm talking about wedding stuff, I might as well just talk like a little bit about the ceremony because it was a very small thing. We were 11 people total. My partner and I are the kind of people, my husband and I need to like just adjust my head into saying my husband and I because he's my husband now. I've always said partner because the term boyfriend sounds like I'm 14. I just don't identify with that term, so I've always called him partner, but well, he's still my partner, but he's my husband. Like, it's more than that. Like, I have a ring. So we were 11 people, which was my parents, my two brothers, one of my brother's girlfriends, and their two kids, and one of my older brother's kids. That's all of them, right? I said that in a very messy way. So anyway, so my brother and his girlfriend were our witnesses, like our bridesmen and groomsmen, but what they really are witnesses, but obviously we call them bridesmen and groomsmen because bridesmaid, because that's obviously cuter. I did have like a bachelorette's party. It was my friends surprising me all of a sudden, like just ringing the doorbell and picking me up to go to town, and we got these forever bracelets, they're called, by one of our local, like small like local shops, local businesses, which is probably my favorite store here. I love it so much. So it was really thoughtful of them to go there. I don't have the bracelet on. I had to cut it off, but hopefully they can make like a thing so that I can, you know, put it back on. I had to take it off because I had to have an MRI scan, so obviously you're not allowed to have them on, so that was a bummer, but what can I do? And then we went and had lunch at probably my favorite cafe, and then later we went and had like a games night, and we ordered food from like my favorite restaurant. So obviously just amazing. The best bachelorette's party, because first of all, I was pregnant at this point, and also I don't drink alcohol, but I also don't like people drinking around me, so it would have been just the weirdest thing ever to have like a girls' night out. It would have been so weird. And also like 3 of us are pregnant, like 2 of my friends are also pregnant, so it would have just been like the weirdest thing. So you don't have to do things the traditional way. And also, like I said, my partner and I have never wanted like a traditional wedding. We've never envisioned like, oh, this is what my wedding is gonna be like. I just wanted to get married. I never thought about like what my wedding would look like. I'm just not that person who has been like looking forward to getting married and thinking about like what my I've thought about what my future marriage would be like, yes, because we need to have some standards, but I've never thought about like what my wedding would look like, and I've never thought that like, oh, I want to spend like freaking $30,000 on a wedding. That's never aligned with any of my values or hopes or dreams for myself or anything. Like, that's just been such a like, nope, it's not happening. So we did a small ceremony, which you can book, like the mayor will do the ceremony, and it felt so real. Also, I had my dad like just lead me to the table. We both just started crying. Like, we did not expect that. We actually did that to like make my mom start crying because I'm their only daughter. So, and okay, that's one thing I thought. If I was to get married, I would have my dad take me like down the aisle, but I also never wanted a church wedding, so there's no aisle, but it was just the cutest thing. And like I said, my brother and his girlfriend were the witnesses, so they were sitting there with us, and then we had my niece hold the rings. So she handed them to us when we were gonna exchange rings, and it was just so beautiful. I just loved it so much. It was perfect. Like, it was actually perfect, and I feel like I don't use that word often enough because my expectations for perfect are too high, I think. Like, I need to not be scared to use the word perfect because a lot of things are perfect. Like, a lot of things are perfect. The only thing that could have made the whole thing better is that if my husband's family could have been there as well, but they don't live in Norway. And then we had a really nice like dinner after, and it was amazing, like with a starter and a main course and a dessert, which, oh my god, it was so much fun. And we had like a little play area for the kids because obviously there were 4 kids there, and we needed, you know, something for them to do. It was just so fun, and we got such great gifts. I'm so thankful, and I'm just also just so thankful that they were there for us, and you know, we had that day and we just shared it with them, and I don't know, it was perfect. It was so good. I'm so happy that we did it our way. Obviously no one were pressuring us to like do more, because why would they do that? But it was just such a perfect day, and I'm so glad we kept it small. So yeah, if there's one thing to take away from this, actually two things. You can buy almost everything secondhand and have the wedding that you want. It's literally about you and your partner, whoever you're marrying. The only people that really matter are you. So the only people that need to be happy about what kind of wedding you have are you. You're the ones who are supposed to be satisfied with what wedding you have. Like, you're the ones who should remember it as like, yeah, that was our day. We did it for ourselves. We did it the way we wanted. It's so important. So yeah, I think everyone should do what they want. We did, and it just feels so right. Anyway, I'll get out of this dress now. It feels kind of weird sitting around in it. But thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you later. Bye!